November has been an incredibly busy month. There's been so much going on, and honestly, it feels like election day was so much further away than just 4 weeks. I can't believe that was the Tuesday where we were all so excited and waiting with bated breath. But since then, both the city and the county have approved their housing elements. They have both had meetings that have spanned 2 days on accident, and the SLO City voters really did show up for us, and they supported Measure G. All these actions, maybe not the meetings, but the other ones will ensure that we can build the homes and build the community that we want to see. It might sound like the finish line, but this is really just the beginning. The homes aren't built yet, and Measure G is yet to be put to great use for our community. But I am so grateful that we are at this starting line in such a strong position, and that's really worth celebrating. On the housing front, for the first time, the cities and the county have formally agreed to work together to find practical solutions that address the crisis across jurisdictional boundaries. And there are programs and policies in place that will increase opportunities for creative and mixed use housing, address gaps in missing middle housing, and support the production of thousands of homes over the next 8 years. And thanks to voters and so much hard work by volunteers throughout our community, our city will have what we need to ensure disaster preparedness, improve infrastructure, preserve open space, retain local businesses, assist in job creation, fund homeless prevention, and support local nonprofits that assist our most vulnerable neighbors. The SLO Measure G site is still open at slomeasureg.com, and I'd encourage you to go and take one more look at our endorsers page to remember the people who stood up in support of this measure from the get-go. As we see amazing things happen in our city in the coming months and years, credit should undoubtedly be given to our elected officials and city leaders, but also to the people who endorsed Measure G and worked tirelessly to get it passed. Because of their support, all of the doors are open to us as a community, and we have the tools we need to recover faster and maintain economic and community resilience into the future. There are so many people to thank who helped in big ways and in small with their time, with money, with their expertise, but I do want to give a few special shout outs. First, to the Chamber's initial task force evaluating this measure, Hillary Trout, Joe Benson, Dave Cox, Eric Justison, and Beth Marino came together early on when our heads were still spinning. We were just learning what a pandemic was, to set aside all of that unknown and think about our community beyond this pandemic and what we would need. The campaign co-chairs, Jim Duffy, Kevin Harris, Donna Lewis, and Sandy Sigurdsson, went out there. They lent their names, their credibility, and their amazing community connections to grab people's attention and explain why this was so important. And our committee members, Jesse Bilstein, Kim Bishop, Kelly Donahue, Chris Richardson, Dan Revoir, and Chip Vichy worked weekly, daily, sometimes hourly, and minute by minute to provide strategy and help ensure that the campaign that we were running really in unprecedented times, without door knocking, without campaign parties, went forward in a way that we were proud of, in a way that everyone had the information they need to make this critical vote. So the next time you see these people in person, or even just in a big Zoom meeting like the one we're on today, maybe the next time you are driving along a road that you've noticed the improvements of, or you see our park improvements, or you use city childcare that has been expanded and made more affordable, please consider reaching out either in the message box or when you see them and saying thank you. Our future would not be as bright as it is without them and all of their hard work. So I also want to give a huge shout out to our Legislative Action and Economic Development Committee members. They did so much work, not only in their evaluation and shaping of Measure G, but also in all of the propositions for our Chamber's voter guide. Those committee members are truly the heart of our advocacy work, and I'm so grateful to get to work with more than 60 volunteers who show up early in the mornings, whether it's in person or on Zoom. They really come ready to these meetings, ready to learn, ready to dig in on challenging issues and share perspectives that are not always in lockstep, and really help shape this place that we love. So with that, I hope everyone has a happy, safe, and socially distant Thanksgiving. The best way that we as individuals can help business right now is to slow the spread of COVID. And I know that it's hard and sometimes it's sad, but we can do this. Thank you.